performing. This is a general rule or pricing that is in par with the competitor.
Developers, designers, and marketers in a startup phase, what would it be?
To some place like obviously not even a phone. I like Spider-Man. Yeah,
That sounds
very common.
Coming together is beginning, staying together is progress, working together is success by Henry Ford. Hey everyone, I'm your host Nifa. Welcome back to Let's Talk, the blooming podcast about startup from zero to revenue. Thanks to each and every one of you for sticking with us to learn, listen and grow. Now, this episode is a conversation with Mr. Davis Daniel. Mr. Davis has been with iHub for past 4 years as a product manager. Before joining iHub, he spent an impressive 18 years at HPE, where he contributed across various technical roles. One of his outstanding achievements is being part of his team that developed an AI predictive tool for HPE, showcasing his passion for leveraging technology to drive innovation. Without further ado, let's start.
Yeah, Nifa, that was a very impressive introduction about me. And yeah, I was involved in developing a tool for AI, using AI in the previous organization. And yeah, thank you so much.
Let's start, sir. So, well, from where did you get to join or start a startup and how does it get into shape?
Yeah, it's a long journey. The idea to innovate, the idea to do something new has been with me for a couple of years, probably about more than a decade. And when you say startup, the word innovation joins with it. Innovation is about breaking the rules intelligently, and you live life looking forward, but you learn life looking backward. So back in those days, or back when we studied, we wanted to do a lot of new things because we learned new technologies, but there weren't much opportunity for us to do it. But as we grew up learning technology, learning many things around us, and the opportunities and the avenues around us, we wanted to do something new, something innovative, something that the mankind can have a better life, and that is where all started. And not only that, when you say about startup, it's about customer discovery. So you're doing everything for customer, and you have to discover what customer wants and what customer likes and what makes customer happy.
So, it sounds quite interesting and little systematical. Can you walk us through your early stage process for gathering users' feedback?
Yeah, user feedback plays a major role in creating a product, in developing what we want to do. So it starts with like before MVP, it's like the idea validation. So you'll have to validate your idea, and in that we do a lot of user survey to understand what customer likes. When I say idea validation, you have a lot of assumptions, you have a lot of thoughts, and it's all yours. You have to validate it with customer, and that is what is the first phase. And after that, it goes to the minimum viable product, where you again go to the customer and ask him whether he liked it, and there is a pivot there. So it can be a customer segment pivot or a customer requirement pivot. Pivot is taking a diversion from what you thought it could be. Okay, so it plays a major role in the customer validation or customer survey or customer requirements. And the last one is when the product is going to be launched. Again, you will have a lot of feedback where it will improve the customer, where it will improve the product itself from the customer's view.
Wow, that's a little tedious. Could you define your monetization strategy and what challenges you face while setting the pricing?
Yeah, that is, and again, a very interesting but quite difficult question, because as we make our own product and we do have a first customer and we do bring it up to the market, but the pricing keeps changing from phase to phase. So there are about 3 to 4 phases as a product grows. So the product first has an introduction, Then there is initial phase, then there is a growth phase, then there is a maturity phase, and then again there is a decline phase. So when there is an initial phase, we would probably price it at a freemium, like in the sense we give it free, but not for life, or we give it free for some time, like a trial period or for certain months. Then as the product is being accepted and many users come into it, then we change it to subscription based. And slowly, once the product hits the maturity level, in the sense like it's been recognized and many people start using the product, then we make it a market standard or a pricing that is in par with the competitor. So we come into the market and we have a lot of competitors and we are above the competitors. So we start our pricing at that level. So the pricing strategy keeps changing, and that is very important for a product to grow, to make revenue, and also to sustain our other growth patterns. So that is how it works.
That looks like a well planned mindset. Could you explain to us what role does a data and analytical plays in shaping your product to drive revenue?
Yeah, that is again an intelligent question, because when you say data and analytical, it is business intelligence. So that is a stage when the product has fit the market and you know that the product is selling in the market. So once the product fits the market, we call it product market fit, and that is when you have to use all your business intelligence, because you have a lot of data, like how the customer is using, what is the usage, what is the revenue, and what kind of users are there. And that is when you have to use your business intelligence, like your data analytical skills, to make the product sell more. And after that, you also have the growth and scaling, because now the product is fit in the market. Now you have to scale it up, and then post which you have to do a go to market. Go to market is probably the best phase of the product. It's like you know your customers, the product is running well, and now you have to scale it up and go to the market in different geographies, different customers, or different features. And that is when you use all your business intelligence to make the product sell well. Not only that, make the product the best in the market. So that is when every day you make new decisions, and for that you need data intelligence or business intelligence.
It's a very versatile and dynamic approach. The seats are getting hotter. Let's break the ice with ice breaking rapid fire questions, shall we?
Yes, let's go ahead.
Okay, so what's the best excuse you use to escape in a meeting?
During work from home, internet connection.
That sounds
Very common.
common. Okay. If your product had a theme song, what would it be?
Probably MI.
So
Mission
weird.
Impossible.
Okay. If your product roadmap were a road trip, would you have any idea where you're going?
Okay, I always like road trips, long highways. But I think if I have to give a roadmap for my product, I would give a hill climbing to some place like in India, like Himalayas.
Manali.
Yeah, okay,
My
Manali.
favorite place.
Yeah, probably Manali. Yeah.
Okay. What's the one thing you can't live without?
Obviously, laptop, not even a phone.
I thought something living things or some creature.
Yeah, now ChatGPT speaks with me a lot.
Oh,
It's living.
that's so funny. If you could meet any celebrity, dead or alive, who would it be?
SPB.
Oh, that's so sweet. I do like his songs.
Yeah.
So melodious and
Yes.
sweet voice.
Yeah,
And we
even
miss
I hear his songs every day, in fact.
we miss him a lot.
Yes.
Okay. So would you rather time travel to past or future?
I would like future.
Sir, you must go to past because there'll be a lot of memories and future is the
I'm an
unpredictable.
innovative person. I do startups. I want to go to the future.
But still, that's okay. What's your favorite junk food?
From young age, it is potato chips.
Oh, potato. I too love. No one.
I think everybody
Yeah,
loves it.
everyone likes it. So, what's the funniest thing you believed as a kid?
Yeah, there are many things. The funniest thing that I believed is uh, I thought that there was a person, somebody in X and Y place, and I thought they would look so. But in reality, after a few years, when I really went there, it was something else.
Oh.
So I won't want to mention that. So that was so funny when I realized that what I thought was wrong. Okay, it's near my house in my hometown.
The secret has been revealed. Okay. If you could live inside any movie, which one would it be?
You mean the movie name or the character?
Something, anything. If you could live in a movie.
I always want to be a hero. What less?
No, if you could live inside any movie.
Which movie you're saying?
Yeah, the movie names or something like that. Or a character.
Yeah, I like Spider-Man.
I too like him. Because he has gums.
Gums, he can go anywhere, he doesn't fall at all.
Okay. If you could have any superpower, but only for 24 hours, what would it be?
Superpower is giving life and peace to anybody.
Can you name any specific powers that you wanted just only for 24 hours?
Yeah, I want to give life for the next 24 hours, whomever I see, like dead people or sick people or anybody. For 24 hours, I want to do it.
That's quite interesting. The rapid fire round has been lightened up, so let's get into the core questions. As a PM, how do you manage the competing demands of different stakeholders, investors, founders, and users?
Yeah, as you say, the list goes on, and there could be a couple of more added at any point of time during the product development and the phases during the product. So there are a couple of things. That is, one is the clear communication. As a product manager, we have to be clear on what we communicate, and the next is the transparency. So if we are transparent on what we do, and our team knows, our stakeholders know, then it makes our life easy. And the most important thing is the timely delivery of the product and the communication. So the communication plays a major role in making a product manager handle all the stakeholders at the right way. And we always have to keep ourselves in an open mind and hear, so that we help them and we improve everybody's life. Like, we help to improve everybody's life, making our product the best.
Too much to take before we deliver the product. So you are a true creator. If you would like to suggest other PMs fostering collaboration between developers, designers, and marketers in a startup base, what would it be?
Yeah, that's again a big list, and again a different and difficult question. So to do this, what I would say is I would strive to make the whole lot a team, be it anyone, stakeholders, developers, or the investors, or anyone in this. I would make them a team. So when I say team performs. So when I say team performs, before it performs, there is a different other stages that it has to go through. So it is a forming, then storming, then norming, and performing. This is a general rule. But sometimes when we start working in a team, we forget that in what phase we are. And I make sure that I take the team through this at a fast pace to reach a place of performance. And that is what helps me to get delivery faster, work with all the stakeholders, and make the product a great one.
Oh, I believe it's not an easy cakewalk to be a PM. Looking back, what's the one piece of advice you'd like to give other PMs working on a startup from zero to revenue?
Yeah, as I told you in the beginning, it is a journey. It is a journey which is going to be long, lonely, and uncomfortable. Okay, so that is what I want to say is, you always have to keep this in mind, that it's going to be long and it's going to be alone and uncomfortable. Not only that, do not focus on your problems, focus on your deliverables, focus on the end results, because as a startup, as a new team, there will be a lot of problems. Do not focus on them. Focus only on what you're going to achieve, and that will drive you. And above that, focus on the vision, what the startup or the product is going to achieve, and also do the value addition. Make sure in every release, every small bit that you do, you make customer, add value to the customer. And if you keep this and work only towards it, you will have the startup journey going on and on.
I believe its gem words need to be treasured. That's an amazing perspective. Thank you for your insights, thoughts, and experience with us today. Mr. Davis, it's been a pleasure chatting with you. Absolutely, I'm sure our listeners have gained a lot of valuable takeaways. Before we go, is there anything you'd like to share to our audience? Yeah, so there is different stages of the startup, seed funding, and there is in angel investors. Then you go to Series A, then you go to Series B, and then there are many stages where you raise funds. And the gate to I would say the gate to heaven or gate to the better life is the IPO, and you that is just the gate. And if you still wanted to live a life luxurious, and that is when your company or your organization uh, goes through IPO and it's fully grown. Okay, so there is a long way. There's a lot of hurdles and a lot of money involved. We have to impress a lot of people, but stay strong. Stay strong, and always look towards the final goal. Wonderful advice. Thank you, Mr. Dev. And all our listeners will catch you next time on Let's Talk. Stay curious. Let's talk. It's me, Nifa, signing off.